halts on a narrow path, flanked on both sides by vast fields of untamed grass swaying gently under the golden embrace of the sun. The horizon stretches wide, dotted with small houses, their rooftops barely visible amid the sea of green. Some homes stand solitary, others gather in clusters, whispering silent tales of the lives within. Yet there is an air of solitude, an unsettling quiet that settles beneath the hum of the wind. With every step forward, the terrain shifts. The path narrows, winding through undulating hills that rise and fall like sleeping giants. To the left, lush green slopes cradle the sky. To the right, the land plummets, revealing jagged edges of rock and soil. It's a precarious stretch, where one misstep could send a traveler tumbling down the rugged descent. The silence grows heavier, broken only by the occasional caw of a raven circling high above. And then a change. The journey presses onward into a small village, a place seemingly frozen in time. Houses stand close together, their walls aged by the passing seasons. Smoke curls lazily from chimneys, carrying the scent of burning wood and home-cooked meals. Children's laughter flutters through the air, but there is something beneath it, something unseen yet felt. The kind of quiet that doesn't belong. Among the humble homes stands a church, its steeple piercing the sky, its bells ominously silent. Eyes from shaded windows follow the traveler, their gaze lingering just a moment too long. Through the village, the road stretches once more into the great open, leaving behind the whispering homes and the silent watchers. The traveler emerges onto an expansive field, where the earth breathes freely, unchained by the weight of walls. The wind picks up, carrying with it an uneasy whisper. Ahead, the road ascends a climb, steep and unforgiving. The land tilts, forcing weary legs to push against the incline. To the left, the hill falls away into nothingness, an abyss of jagged rock and endless depth. To the right, far below, a river carves through the valley like a silver snake, winding through the land with quiet purpose. The water glistens, deceptively calm, its depths unknown. Then, as the traveler crests the final rise, the road merges into a greater path, a gateway into civilization's grasp. The transition is stark. Houses line the streets, some bearing the marks of time, others newly born from brick and steel. Scaffolding clings to half-built structures, the sound of hammers ringing through the air. The town breathes with movement, its streets alive with footsteps, voices, the hum of machines shaping the future. But something is amiss among the modernity. An air of tension lingers, an invisible weight pressing down upon the unsuspecting. Beyond the town, the road beckons once more. The path stretches forward, familiar yet ever-changing. The journey does not end. No, it continues, pushing beyond the boundaries of comfort, deeper into the unknown. The traveler moves forward, the road unraveling before them like an unfinished tale, each step a question, each breath a whisper of what is yet to come. The path tightens, weaving through dense foliage, shadows flickering between the trees like specters in the night. The forest looms, its twisted branches stretching like skeletal fingers toward the dimming sky. The temperature drops, every step forward feels heavier, swallowed by the thick undergrowth. The wind, once a companion, is now a howling specter, carrying whispers from unseen mouths. Something moves, not the wind, not the trees, something else. A figure, a presence just beyond the veil of darkness. The traveler halts, listening, waiting, silence, then a rustle, closer this time. I scan the underbrush, but the gloom is impenetrable. Every nerve screams to turn back, yet the road ahead is the only way forward. A clearing emerges, bathed in the silver glow of the moon. In its center, an abandoned house, its wooden frame warped with age. The door hangs slightly ajar, the entrance yawning like the mouth of some slumbering beast. The traveler hesitates, drawn yet repelled. A single lantern flickers inside, though no sign of life stirs within. A choice looms enter and face the unknown, or press onward into the abyss of night. The traveler steps forward, crossing the threshold. Dust swirls in the dim light, disturbed by the sudden presence. Shadows dance along the walls, shifting unnaturally as if aware. The floorboards groan beneath careful footsteps. The air is thick, stale, carrying whispers of a forgotten past. A staircase ascends into darkness, beckoning, taunting. The traveler exhales, then climbs one step, another, the air grows heavier. A dim corridor stretches ahead, lined with doorways barely illuminated by flickering candlelight. The traveler moves forward, each step accompanied by the deep, rhythmic creaking of aged wooden planks. The walls seem to close in, their surfaces marked with scratches, as if someone had tried to claw their way out. A cold shiver runs down the traveler's spine. The sound did not belong to them, it came from the end of the hallway. Something waits there, unseen yet undeniably present. The traveler hesitates. The door at the corridor's end is slightly ajar, revealing only blackness beyond. With trembling fingers, they reach out, the moment their fingertips graze the wood. The traveler stumbles back, heart pounding like a war drum in their chest. The silence stretches, thick and unnatural, swallowing even the sound of their own breath. A shape flickers in the shadows, shifting unnaturally, almost melding into the darkness itself. The air is colder now, clinging to their skin like unseen fingers. Panic surges, instinct takes over. The traveler turns, bolts toward the stairs. Each step creaks under their weight, screaming in protest. The air feels heavier, pressing down on their shoulders like an unseen force trying to pull them back. Something is coming, not walking, running. The traveler barely reaches the bottom of the stairs before a shadow streaks across the hallway above. It moves too fast, too unnaturally. Eyes wide with terror, the traveler lunges for the front door, hands fumbling desperately at the knob. Locked, of course, it is. A presence looms just behind them, its breath ice-cold against the traveler's neck. Every nerve screams, they fall forward, landing hard onto damp grass. The night air rushes in, sharp and stinging. But there's no time to breathe, no time to process. The traveler scrambles to their feet and runs, plunging into the darkness beyond the house, heart hammering, lungs burning. Behind them, the door creaks open once more. Something is watching, waiting. The traveler doesn't stop. They run past the twisted trees, through the overgrown path, deeper into the unknown. Whatever lurks behind them, it isn't done yet. A force erupts from the depths, sending icy air spiraling outward. The traveler staggers back as the darkness inside the well pulses, alive, writhing. And then movement, a shape, shifting within the void, rising. The traveler doesn't wait. They turn and run, crashing through the underbrush, branches whipping against their skin. The forest is no longer silent. It breathes, it moves, it watches. The traveler's path winds, twisting upon itself, leading somewhere unknown. The presence is no longer behind them. It is everywhere. The traveler runs, but deep down, they know the truth. They are not escaping, they are being led.